The core idea of the like switch is deceptively simple. People decide whether they like and trust you far faster than they realize, and those decisions are driven by ancient social wiring rather than conscious logic. Jack Schafer, drawing from his FBI background, frames likability as a switch that can be turned on or off through specific behaviors. The book opens with the realization that likability is not manipulation or charm for its own sake. It's about signaling safety, cooperation, and value to the people around you. Schafer explains that humans are constantly scanning others for signs of friend or foe. This happens automatically, before words even land. Body language, facial expressions, tone, and pacing act as cues that answer a silent question: is this person safe and beneficial to me? The moment you understand this, you stop trying to impress people and start trying to reassure them. Likability begins with lowering perceived threat. One of the most actionable ideas in the book is the concept of nonverbal warmth. Schafer emphasizes relaxed posture, uncrossed arms, and genuine smiles that involve the eyes. He explains that forced smiles register subconsciously as deceit, while slow, natural expressions feel trustworthy. Even something as small as tilting your head slightly while listening can signal curiosity and friendliness rather than dominance or judgment. Eye contact is treated with nuance rather than cliché. Schafer notes that too little eye contact signals fear or disinterest, while too much feels predatory or aggressive. The sweet spot is intermittent eye contact paired with brief glances away, which mirrors how people naturally interact when they feel comfortable. He encourages readers to observe confident, well-liked people in real life and notice how fluid their eye contact is rather than intense or fixed. The book also dives deeply into the power of eyebrows, something most people never consciously think about. A quick eyebrow raise when you first see someone acts as a universal signal of recognition and friendliness. It's an instinctive greeting gesture used across cultures, and when paired with a smile, it subtly tells the other person that you're pleased to see them. These tiny cues compound quickly and set the emotional tone of an interaction. Schafer moves from body language into verbal behavior, stressing that likability is built by making others feel interesting and important. He introduces the idea of encouraging people to talk about themselves, not through interrogation, but through curiosity. Asking open-ended questions and responding with follow-up remarks shows engagement and respect. People feel liked when they feel understood, not when they feel impressed. A recurring theme in the book is validation. Schafer explains that validation doesn't mean agreement, it means acknowledging emotions and perspectives. When someone feels heard, their defenses drop. Phrases that reflect back what someone has said signal empathy and alignment, even in disagreement. This technique is especially powerful in tense or high-stakes interactions, where trust is fragile. The book's storytelling shines when Schafer shares real FBI cases. He describes situations where agents had to gain cooperation from suspicious or hostile individuals. In these moments, overt authority often backfired, while subtle likability cues opened doors. These stories reinforce the idea that people are more likely to help someone they like than someone who technically outranks them. Another major lesson is the importance of proximity and frequency. Schafer explains that people tend to like those they see often and interact with in low-pressure contexts. Casual exposure builds familiarity, and familiarity reduces threat. This insight encourages readers to stop chasing dramatic first impressions and instead focus on consistent, positive micro-interactions over time. Schafer also discusses the balance between warmth and competence. Being likable does not mean being submissive or overly agreeable. People trust those who appear capable and confident, but only if that confidence is paired with approachability. He explains how standing tall, speaking clearly, and moving with intention can signal competence without intimidation. The book introduces the idea of selective vulnerability as a trust accelerator. Sharing small, appropriate personal details makes you human and relatable. Schafer cautions against oversharing, noting that vulnerability should be gradual and reciprocal. When done well, it creates a sense of mutual disclosure that strengthens connection. Another powerful concept is the importance of ending interactions on a positive note. Schaefer explains that people remember endings more vividly than beginnings. Leaving someone feeling good, appreciated, or amused increases the chance they'll want to interact with you again. This can be as simple as a sincere compliment or a warm goodbye. Throughout the book, Schaefer repeatedly emphasizes that likability is not about tricks. If your internal attitude is hostile, anxious, or judgmental, your body will betray you. He encourages readers to cultivate genuine curiosity and goodwill toward others because behavior flows naturally from mindset. The techniques work best when they align with sincere intent. As the book progresses, the reader begins to see social interactions as systems rather than mysteries. Likability becomes something observable, adjustable, and improvable. This reframing alone is empowering, especially for people who have always felt socially awkward or overlooked. It replaces self-blame with skill building. By the end of the like switch, the reader understands that being likable is not about becoming someone else. It's about removing signals that trigger fear or resistance and replacing them with signals of safety, respect, and value. Schaefer leaves you with the quiet confidence that connection is not magic, but a learnable human skill, one that improves every relationship it touches.